So I was going through my social media feed as I usually do. Even though it's a bad habit, usually wake up in the morning, check TikTok, check Instagram, check Twitter, might check YouTube just to see, what people are doing, who's who, what's what. Might even pop out, check Twitch just to see, who's streaming, see if anybody that I wanted that actually want to watch at the time is doing something, see if there's any head-to-heads I need to be worried about or anything like that. And I stumbled across the Fly Me Out experience. And I'm not going to lie to you, this video is not in my wheelhouse. This is not something that I would usually cover, but I really want to get as far ahead of this as possible before TikTok gets a hold of this and starts saying that it's a good thing to do. The Fly Me Out experience is essentially an app that you use to plan and host trips, or you can use it to apply to trips that you may have thought about going on but don't want to go alone. And similar things have been pitched in the past, right? There's a very big thing about group interactions that people feel like, add an extra layer of safety and also allow you not to have to go somewhere that you've never been by yourself, especially if you're somebody that kind of wants to work on being like the solo traveler, right? I'm going to get very far ahead of this. This app is fine in practice. Please do not use this app as they initially marketed this, because originally what I was seeing was it was marketed as a dating app. Do not use this for a dating app. This is dangerous. Please, use discernment. Just use discernment. That shit is dangerous as hell, dog. And this is not my wheelhouse, but I want to get very far ahead of this before TikTok gets a hold of it and I don't see it, and I don't see anybody pushing back or trying to say like, hey, don't do this. I want to get really far ahead of this before people start telling you, some man, some woman tells you like, oh no, you should do this. This is how I met my significant other. Or you should do this. My first date, I flew somebody out. Or my first date, I was flown out and we stayed together for such amount of time. I don't care about none of that. None of that matters. Don't listen to those people, please. Have some discernment. If you're gonna do this and you want to use it to plan like a group trip with your friends, cool. Go crazy. Have fun. But don't do this today. Don't try to get flown out on the first date. Don't try to fly someone out on the first date, please. If you're single right now, it may seem difficult to meet people, and I'm gonna be honest with you, generally it is. With so many people coming out with dating podcasts and relationship podcasts and podcasts about where you feel like you should be in life, what you should be doing, all of these things that social media does can have a tendency to bog you down. I take nothing from that, and if that's where you currently are, please understand something. There is a way to naturally meet people. Find things that interest you, and inside of those interests and in those spaces, find others that share that same interest, and get around, meet people, be social, be active, be outside. That's the best and healthiest way to find that love that you're looking for. Yes, there will be ups and downs. It is not an easy thing to do by any means, but trying to get flown out or flying someone out to meet them is one of the worst ways to do something, because you don't know if it's genuine or not. I'm not going to stay on this too long. I just, again, had to kind of bring a little bit of light to this because it just felt like people didn't say anything about it, or because nothing bad's happened, it hasn't hit social media yet. You know how that goes. Negativity is what rises to the top. If you made it this far in the video, please know I appreciate you. Please leave a like, leave your own opinion in the comment box below, and subscribe. It's free and tremendously helps the channel out. I just also want to add one little last note here. This is not the type of content that I usually cover. I cover movies, TV, animation, the goings on in those spaces. If that interests you, stick around. I'll be back real soon. I know what we're going to talk about, but you got to sub for that. Who would I be to tell you? You be safe. You be easy. And I'll see you next time. Peace.